serious.
I think it's that time. I think it is that time, D. I really think it's that time, bro. It's time for some hip hop.
Hip hop.
Yeah, that's right, y'all. Speaking to you of hip hop when we talk about nothing but hip hop, the culture, the aura, everything. And you know what? We're gonna get right into it, bro. And we're gonna talk about just some new releases, man. So, recently, in the past week, Migos came out with their third installment of the Culture series, and you know, here's some mixed reviews from it. Me personally, I thought it was a pretty good effort. I'll give it a good solid. I'll give it a solid 8. I'll give it a good.
I was the same. I was actually the same.
Yeah, definitely. That was good. What about you?
I did too. Like I thought it was even the song with Justin Bieber. Like even that song was tough.
What?
Like that shit was tough. Like it was. I couldn't find. It was a few songs that I wasn't really fucking with, but they were few and far between. Like the album is a vibe. Now it all sounds like one long ass song, but that one long ass song is a fucking vibe.
I agree.
I fuck with Having Your Way, man. I think that shit was that's my shit. I gotta listen
honestly, I think the best one is the song with Biebs. Like I like the one with Biebs.
No, it's like they're like
yeah, like I'm in the Biebs gang now. Like what's that song Juicy? That's my shit. Is it Tasty? Is it the song?
Peaches down there.
Peaches. Yeah.
What about you, Lyndsae? What you think?
I like it. It's for me, Migos is really just like again club bangers. Like I ain't gonna compare them to Future, but yeah, you could just listen to their music in the club when you're having a good time. Migos come on, it's just they can make that type of music. So I don't really be listening to what they saying for real. I just like
it's just a vibe. Like they got the beat. You know what I mean? Yeah.
It's the beats, like you said. So it was chill to me, and I listened to it on the ride home as well, and it sounded pretty good, especially in the car.
Like his speakers was beating this shit, like like the 808s is knocking it. They make sure. Honestly, Offset now, like I have so much more respect for Offset. Like Offset has bars. People were saying that Takeoff was the best Migo and all of that, but I think Offset has. Huh?
No.
You think Takeoff
is still by far the best Migo when it comes to like lyrically. He's the best rapper.
I don't know. I don't know.
Offset is a good mix between the two. I think he's consistent. I've always fucked with Offset though. I've always fucked good, in my opinion. But
who is the best Migo? Like all around versatile. Who is the best Migo? Quavo.
Quavo's like the Michael Jackson.
Melodic. I think he's the melodic one. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he's the producer. Like he's the one engineering all this shit. He writes most of this shit. Like
facts. You think Quavo racist? I didn't know that.
As far as like they looks and shit, like I don't think he's.
What'd you think of the whatchamacallit album, the Dirk and Lil Baby album? Did y'all listen to that?
I was not impressed.
Bang. I was. That's been on my rotation for a minute. For like since it came out. It came out like 2 weeks ago, and I thought it was really good. Like I thought it was. I'm just impressed by Baby's bars. Like I think Baby is like. Somebody called. Actually, Lil Duval called Baby this generation's. What did he call him?
Jay-Z.
It was just no. He didn't call him just. Nah, he ain't jumped that far.
And then he said Baby is ludicrous.
Yeah.
No. He said he didn't call him Jay-Z. He said T.I. I know at the end he said something first and then he said T.I. He cleared up and said T.I. But it wasn't Jay-Z though. It wasn't Jay. He didn't say Jay.
I can see Baby kind of taking over the South. If he stay on.
Nah, like you can't compare the Baby to fucking Ludacris. Those are two different.
Jeezy.
No, I'm talking about
Jeezy. Yeah, Jeezy. Yeah, and I thought that was an insult. I think the Baby honestly is on a further level than Ludacris. I mean not Ludacris, but Jeezy ever was. Like I think Jeezy was hot. Like Jeezy took over the streets and had the Can't Ban the Snowman shirts and all that. The Baby is with the president. Nigga, I was watching the news. I was watching CNN the other day, and I seen the baby on little baby on the news with fucking one of whose family was it? Was it George Floyd's? It was George Floyd's family. And I was like, what is this nigga doing on the White House at the White House? Like with George Floyd family. Like I'm looking, I'm like, is that little baby? Little baby's on a different level. Like he's higher than Jeezy ever was.
I like
it.
I
do. Like Jeezy ran a generation. Like Jeezy came out when I first started coming outside. So Jeezy first album is always gonna hold a special place in my heart. Like when I hear that, like when I hear that, like it just takes me back to, you know what I mean, my freshman year of high school. Like like it really just takes me back. Like that. Honestly, that's how I compare like classic albums and shit. Like albums that take you, like you can listen to an album and it'll take you back. You can remember exactly where you were at. Like Take Care. Take Care. You remember you remember where you were at when Take Care came out. I mean, it's just certain albums like that they get you there. You know.
Maybe he was just comparing it to like Atlanta, how they just
Yeah, no, I think it is an Atlanta thing, and I think it's a South thing, and I think it's based off of how he's moving. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he's moving for the people. Like, you know what I'm saying? And he's making music for the people. And I will give you one thing about that album. Baby did come hard. I'll give you that as far as the lyrics are concerned. To me, it was a disappointment because of Dirk. Because I felt like I feel like
because of Chicago, Jay-Z.
Man, I just didn't feel it for some reason. Man. It just wasn't. It was just disappointing in my opinion.
Dirk is growing on me. He's been starting to grow on me for the past like about 4 or 5 months. Like I like Dirk. I feel like he spits some like really dark shit. Like and pain and like murder and death just follows him and shit. But like I like him. Like I feel it. Like I like it. I thought Dirk did his thing. Baby watched him though. Baby definitely watched him. Yeah. Like hands down, Baby watched him. Yeah. He didn't carry it. Now let's not say he carried it, but I think it would have been hot. Like I think all of these are just throwaway songs from Dirk's album. That, you know, songs that didn't make Dirk's album, they just threw a Baby verse on. Honestly, that's what I really think.
Dang, that sound like they just pity the man. Like
they ain't pity him. Like let's make a bag off of these throwaway songs.
On it, make it better.
Let's make a bag off of these. Like,
I guess you're right. Anyway,
well,
I gotta listen to it and see.
You should.
Speaking of carrying, by the way, Trick Daddy recently carried Jay-Z and Beyonce. And during an interview, he pretty much just went in and said Beyonce can't sing, and actually said that Beyonce is the equivalent to Jay-Z to New York in the sense that they're irrelevant. You know what I mean? Pretty much to what they stand for, essentially. So, lots and lots that went into that comment. Gonna kick it over to our girl Lyndsae. What are your thoughts around this?
You know, it's his opinion, and you dare not come for that beehive because they will sting. Like you dare not come for them.
Facts.
So you better tread lightly when speaking on their name. But you know, I mean, I respect them as for what they've done. Like, you know, musically, I mean, when it comes to singing, I can't sing. So everybody can sing if it ain't me. But Beyonce does sound good. I like her songs. I like Jay-Z. I'm really not too concerned with all that, like, okay, he is with New York. Big Daddy down there in Miami-Dade. Yeah, he got his opinion. You know, he older. He just got what he used to. And he looking like, y'all going crazy. I don't get that love. Like, you know how they be. Like, when they don't feel like they get that shine the way they supposed to. But, I mean, I respect them in their own right. Like, they put their work in. And I seen, like, a Beyonce documentary. The most recent one she just put out. She works hard. And I would imagine they both do. So it's like you got to give credit where credit is due. Like she worked hard.
No,
and Jay-Z maybe. Yeah, you know, I ain't following him to that extent, but I would imagine he's really worked some decades and just really put his work in. So you gotta respect it.
I agree. DPounc, what are your thoughts?
I feel like Trick Daddy didn't lie in anything he said. Like Jay-Z is not the best rapper ever. I mean, he'll tell you he's not the best rapper. I mean, he might say it, he might give it the big, but I mean, he didn't lie. Beyonce is not the best singer. She doesn't have the best vocals. What I do think, what I can say is that what he said, what that man said was his opinion.
Yeah.
Now, for people to go and fucking leave reviews on his restaurant's website and try to bring his goddamn, that's wilding for like, so you're trying to fuck up this man's business over how you feel, over how you personally feel that, and you've never even
had the little B emojis on that shit.
They're there. Like it's really
like that. That's sick. That's really sick over somebody who really doesn't give a fuck about you or who doesn't even know that you exist.
I mean, that's the reality. But people really they idolize celebrities.
That's sick.
And it's sad.
It's a lot, man.
And they came to Trick Daddy. They came and like they gonna lead them up. Like you said, they left their emoji. Like like
to let you
fuck y'all. Like I mean, and what Trick Daddy say? He was I'm scared of roaches. I ain't scared of bees. Like Trick Daddy, you should have just left it alone, bro.
Because they're relentless, dog. Nah, bro.
It's a lot of them.
Yeah.
A lot of
them, y'all. It's a lot of y'all. Because the Beehive it consists of people of your profile.
And some guys, you believe
people of your profile.
Maybe half of it is men. So don't just blame
man.
Go look at half of them.
I'm just asking.
Look at half the comments. It was it was guys.
It wasn't.
I'm neutral. I like, you know, Rihanna. I like my Nicki. I like Beyonce. I ain't in nobody's tribe or nothing like that. So for all I know, it's equal. It's men and women. Because it is not like I know
Beyonce doesn't make music for me. She makes music for you.
You know she makes music for other people.
Other people like who?
Oh, the way she said it, though.
Other people like who?
He making music.
There's men that like Beyonce. I was driving.
I don't know no men that's gonna say like, yo, this just gonna put on like to the left. I've never just rolled and thought about let me put on. Now I have like sat and got high, like I was high and I put on, you know.
You was singing.
What was no. Me, myself, and I. You know, and I was single and all that shit. When I get all lonely and shit, I have me a little drink and put on me, myself, and I. You know, I will play that. I will play that. Huh?
You do?
I do. You know, that's on the playlist. Huh?
That's your song of choice.
That's my song of choice for Beyonce. That and Dangerously in Love. Like those
are the true Beyonce songs, and you over here talking about men don't listen to Beyonce, and those songs.
I mean, but those are vibe songs too.
And
those are vibe
events,
songs too.
You listening to them shits like during life events and shit.
They're not like this is not me being bored in the house is not a life event.
You know what I'm saying?
This is not a life event. Me being bored, that's not a life event.
Nah, nigga, you said when you was single and shit.
I am single still, and I still play it.
It's
not a life event. Like I've been single for some years. Like so, my
being single is a life event.
It's a period of time. It's an event.
Right, it's a period of time. So you get with somebody else.
Hey, how my man with the little why don't you to go back to Mexico? How you do his hands?
Y'all can check
Why
that
didn't you
out
stay in
track
Mexico?
14. You can check that out in track 14.
I'm gonna go.
You need to leave.
You need to leave.
Yeah.
But well, shout out
You like
to
You said
JB.
what?
He's a Beyonce fan. You're more than you're
I
more
am not a
live than
Beyonce
we are.
fan. I'm not a Beyonce fan.
Yeah, I mean,
But while I'm here, while we're
during
here,
this interview, you definitely sound like a Beyonce fan.
while we're here though,
Dangerously in love, and me myself.
while we're here though, since we're wrapping up this Beyonce, London, come here, London, come here. I've never I formally invited my baby to the podcast.
What?
I told her I would one day. Come here.
Does Beyonce?
She does that little homecoming song. The before I let you go.
Performance was good.
What's up, Lon?
She can't hear you. I have my AirPods in. London, say what's up. Say hi, guys.
Hi.
Hi.
Say hi, world.
Hi, world.
This is little Wody. This is London right here. This is little me.
What's
You know, you can tell by the forehead.
It's giving daddy daughter.
Alright.
She looking like
So
get me off this goddamn camera.
almost. Go ahead and play your game. You're fine. You're good. She ran back. So
like, nigga, why did you do that, bro?
Man, London got here on Saturday, and so she's here for the summer. So she got here on Saturday, and it's just like the whole thing, like, because she comes for the summer. Mm-hmm. So the first couple of weeks, it's always just like us getting used to each other. And then like after that, like we're kind of used to each other. So we know we know the program now, whatever. So right now I'm teleworking. So pretty much all day, all we do is I'm working and she'll be sitting on her phone playing Roblox all day. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this game called Roblox.
Yeah, I heard of it.
Yeah. It's The Sims but you can play with your friends. That's the only difference. And it's free. That's the other thing. It's free, but you pay for upgrades. So like every day she's so yeah. That's what we're working on now.
What about a thing called Bebo way back in the day that I don't know how I found it when I was
Bebo?
like Bebo. I think was it no, that's like MySpace. No, it's another one. It'll come to me, but it's like you say, a little Sims Roblox little thing. But when I was younger, y'all never played that?
How old are you?
I'm 25. I'll be 26 in 2 weeks.
Okay. Cancer?
Cancer season.
Oh, you emotional.
No, I'm passionate.
Emotional. Hey.
It's called passionate.
Dog. So I seen this meme earlier online. That had what's the girl name? Pandora from Baby Boy.
Taraji.
No, Pandora. Remember when Jody was in her old girl's house?
Okay.
Yeah, he was creeping with like that worked with old girl that worked with Taraji.
The braids.
So
I think it's kind of cute.
Oh my god.
So anyway, I pretty much seen a meme today, and Shade Room reposted it that said pretty much she was the better choice to go with other than Yvette. Like I want to read off all her merits that they gave her. That Shade Room gave.
Let's see.
Hold on.
I gotta hear this.
What do you mean? All right, here goes.
See.
So she had a job, her own crib, her own car, knew exactly what she wanted, didn't have nobody calling from the pen wanting to talk, didn't have nobody moving in and knocking over her son's forts and calling them a scrub after they got out. She was supportive of Joey's business, knew how to roll and set the mood after a long day of slinging dresses. She knew Yvette wasn't no good for Joey and was there just trying to get that king out of a bad situation before Rodney got out. And y'all won't do it, but this is an appreciation post for a real queen.
Ooh, that sound like Captain of the Side Chick. It's given.
Yo.
Know how to treat your man if you don't.
Wow. Okay. I have no comment to that. I have no
Okay.
comment to that because I mean, those were all facts, though. If you really putting it in perspective, those were all facts. You know what I mean? But you know, I mean, Jody and Yvette, you know, Black culture. We want to see that. We want to see that.
So
they had a
wait.
family together. You know what I'm
Question.
saying? You got little Jody, all that. You know what I'm
Get
saying?
into
Like,
it.
Question:
you know,
is that a love story? Is Baby Boy a love story?
yeah, it's definitely a love. It's a hood love story. It's a coming of age story, and within it is.
I feel like it's more of a coming of age story than a love story.
No, it's more. Yes, it is. It's a movie about coming of age.
If this was my love story,
you'd be like, "This is all I got to look forward to."
Nigga, what?
All this arguing.
And let's not forget how the movie ended. Like if Yvette was just pregnant again, and they was just at the park having a picnic. Like I mean, their situation still could be fucked up right now. Like Jody could still probably be cheating right now. He probably is right now.
Jody probably died.
Who died? What?
Jody
probably died.
Why you gotta be so dark, bro? Like, what do you mean have to take it there?
I'm being honest. I like he probably died.
Who's gonna kill him?
Okay, but who's to say that the grass?
Somebody who from Snoop Click.
Do you think they still be together?
I'm sorry, Lyndsae.
No. He's saying somebody from Snoop Click gonna get him. I guess eventually, if he out, Rodney out now.
Nah, Rodney dead. Like I mean, so you think Jody and Yvette still be together right now? 2 kids in.
I mean, maybe
3. By this time, it's probably 3. Little Jody probably about 18 by this time.
I mean, maybe.
No, you know what? Yes, they would still be together right now.
I don't believe that.
All right, they'll be married, and he would have his own little dress store, and and they live happily.
A boutique, you mean? He would have his own boutique.
He's talking about a dress store.
He have his own. All right.
Own dress.
I don't know all the little fancy words and shit all the time. All right. God. Anyways, moving on, sir. Moving on. But before we tail out, real quick, next Verzuz battle coming up on July 4th. We got Toni Braxton versus Mary J. Blige. Real quick.
When is that coming on?
July 4th.
No, the next Verzuz battle is Big Draco and Bow Wow. Soulja Boy and Bow Wow. The next one, that's this weekend. No, that's this weekend.
Oh shit. Hey, well, shout out to them too. When you let's go ahead, let's get votes for them too. So Bow Wow and Soulja Boy.
Have y'all seen like the promotion for this shit? Have y'all seen what Soulja Boy been doing?
Let me look.
Soulja Boy told Bow Wow went to public school. I was in the trenches. I was in Zone 6. Bow Wow did this. I shot people for a living. Like I'm Big Drake. Bruh, Soulja Boy is going in. But I will take Soulja Boy over Bow Wow.
I would
in this Verzuz.
In the Verzuz, I think I don't know, man. I think Soulja, he might.
Soulja Boy, and what you had, like, the thing about what Soulja Boy's produced, and like what he's done. Like, I mean, Bow Wow got the I ain't never had nobody. But I mean, Soulja Boy got Kiss Me Through the Phone too. Like
that was the first time I ever got signed.
This nigga said.
That's what sing.
That's how it went though. I sounded like Bow Wow, didn't I? Just there.
That was Sierra, bro.
Hey.
Oh my god. But who you guys say?
Soulja.
Oh, yeah.
She got big Soulja. All right, so
Soulja Boy needs to leave the drugs alone, bro. He really gotta leave the drugs alone. That shit is aging him really hard. Like Soulja Boy looks bad.
He's my age. Like we're the same age.
I mean, I kind of favor. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Anyway, the next Verzuz battle, Toni Braxton versus the legend Mary J. Blige. Who you got?
Mary.
I just seen today said Mary J. Blige said, why would she do a Verzuz? I didn't know she was doing Verzuz against Mary. But yeah, I'm going with Mary too. My life in the sun. If you look at my life.
Shout out to Soldier. Shout out to Mary. Shout out to the viewers. Shout out to you. And shout out to the 52 Weeks of Hip Hop. Thank you for tuning into that.